Hello listeners, welcome back to SpeakERC, your easy learning channel. Today we're going to learn about United Nations agencies, programs and funds. Let us start with Universal Postal Union. Established in 1874, the Universal Postal Union, with its headquarters in the Swiss capital Berne, is the second oldest international organization worldwide. With its 192 member countries, this is the primary forum for cooperation between postal sector players. It helps to ensure a truly universal network of up-to-date products and services. Next one is International Labour Organization. It is the United Nations agency for the world of work. It sets international labor standards, promotes rights at work and encourages decent employment opportunities, the enhancement of social protection and the strengthening of dialogue on work-related issues. Headquarters is in Geneva. Another United Nations agency is United Nations Children's Fund. The United Nations Children's Fund, originally known as the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, was created by the United Nations to provide emergency food and health care to children and mothers in countries that had been devastated by World War II. Its headquarters is in New York. One more great agency is UNESCO. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. It is a specialized agency of the United Nations based in Paris. Its declared purpose is to contribute to peace and security by promoting international collaboration in education, sciences, and culture in order to increase universal respect for justice. Next agency is UN Women. The United Nations entity for gender equality and the empowerment of women, also known as UN Women, is a United Nations entity working for the empowerment of women. Its headquarters is in New York. Next agency is United Nations Environment Program. A program of the United Nations, coordinates the organization's environmental activities and assists developing countries in implementing environmentally sound policies and practices. Headquarters is in Nairobi, Kenya. Next one is known for all of us. World Health Organization. It is a specialized agency of the United Nations that is concerned with international public health. It is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. This organization created the Civil Society Reference Group on HIV, which brings together other networks that are involved in policy making and the dissemination of guidelines. The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations is a specialized agency of the United Nations that leads international efforts to defeat hunger, serving both developed and developing countries. This organization acts as a neutral forum where all nations meet as equals to negotiate arguments and debate policy. Headquarters is in Rome, Italy. The International Organization for Migration is an intergovernmental organization that provides services and advice concerning migration to governments and migrants, including internally displaced persons, refugees, and migrant workers. In September 2016, it became a related organization of the United Nations. Its headquarters is Randsaku, Switzerland. The United Nations Population Fund, formerly the United Nations Fund for Population Activities. The UNFPA says it is the lead United Nations agency for delivering a world where every pregnancy is wanted, every childbirth is safe and every young person's potential is fulfilled. Its headquarters is in New York. The United Nations Development Programme is the United Nations Global Development Network. It advocates for change and connects countries to knowledge, experience and resources to help people build a better life for themselves. Headquarters is in New York. The International Civil Aviation Organization is a specialized agency of the United Nations. It codifies the principles and techniques of international air navigation and fosters the planning and development of international air transport to ensure safe and orderly growth. Headquarters is in Montreal, Canada. The World Food Programme is the food assistance branch of the United Nations and the world's largest humanitarian organization addressing hunger and promoting food security. According to this program, It provides food assistance to an average of 91.4 million people in 83 countries each year. Headquarters is in Rome, Italy. The International Atomic Energy Agency is an international organization that seeks to promote the peaceful use of nuclear energy, and to inhibit its use for any military purpose, including nuclear weapons. It was established as an autonomous organization on the 29th of July 1957. Headquarters is in Vienna, Austria. The Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees is a United Nations program with the mandate to protect refugees, forcibly displaced communities and stateless people, and assist in their voluntary repatriation, local integration or resettlement to a third country. Headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland. The United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime is a United Nations office that was established in 1997 as the Office for Drug Control and Crime Prevention by combining the United Nations International Drug Control Program and the Crime Prevention and Criminal Justice Division in the United Nations Office at Vienna. The World Intellectual Property Organization is one of the 15 specialized agencies of the United Nations. It was created in 1967 to encourage creative activity, to promote the protection of intellectual property throughout the world. Headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland. The International Maritime Organization, known as the Intergovernmental Maritime Consultative Organization until 1982, is a specialized agency of the United Nations responsible for regulating shipping. The International Telecommunication Union, originally the International Telegraph Union, is a specialized agency of the United Nations that is responsible for issues that concern information and communication technologies. It is the oldest among all the 15 specialized agencies of United Nations. Headquarters is in Geneva.